So now we're going to move on to the multi-way selection, and we'll start with nested if. So we've got basically we can equate if A is greater than B, or if A is less than B, or if they equal the same. So we're going to we'll start again actually. So we'll go File, New, Project, and again console application, and this is a multi-way selection if. Okay, so we've still got the integer a that we're going to create, and that's going to be 1 still, and integer b equals 2. And so we start the if statement as usual, if a is greater than b, and we open curly brace and immediately close curly brace, and we say if a is greater than b, console.writeLine a is greater than b. Now I should just point out, I was just typing capital A there. What you need to be aware of is a equals 5, for example. This integer is called a, uppercase a, whereas this one's called lowercase a. They're two completely different variables, so you need to be aware of that. Okay, so now move into the, well, what if it's equal to? So we go else if, and then again we open the parentheses and close the parentheses, and we say, oh, let's do the if a equals b. Now, what you need to be aware of in C#, which differs to the pseudocode we've been learning, is in pseudocode the little arrow is the equal to, and the equal is the evaluation. It's the asking, does something equal something? It's not saying it does, it's saying we're asking it. Unfortunately, C#, well, unfortunately that pseudocode is really not very helpful. In this is more realistic. So what happens is we want to evaluate in C#. We have to do the equals sign. Okay, so this one places, so up here, this places the number 1 in the into the variable a, into that memory location that's defined by a, whereas this here evaluates. It says does a equal b. Okay, so that's something you need to be aware of. Okay, so else, if a equals b, we're going to say console.writeLine a equals b, close quote and close parentheses, and then we do the else. Now, at this point, you'll see that we haven't indented this very well. So what we're going to do here is we're going to indent this here and indent this here. Okay, so we open curly brace and close curly brace. We'll get back to that in a second. Else console.writeLine a is less than b. Okay, so it did put it back. So you see, as I hit enter, it did reformat my code, and so it will do that. But you can just send that in. Okay, so it's a little bit more easily readable. Okay, so we're going to run this code. Control F5. A is less than b, and a is less than b. So it evaluated this and did not respond true, so this didn't run. Then you evaluated this, and this was not true, so it ended up down here. So this is the end result. So let's change the numbers here, place them both at 2, Control F5 to run, a equals b. So again, it evaluated this, and it wasn't true, so it dropped down to this. It evaluated this, and it was true, and therefore that occurred. Okay, let's change this again, change this to 3, Control F5 to run, 5. Here we go. Okay, so it did this, and this evaluated to true. A is greater than B, so it ran this. At this point, it doesn't need to do the else, so it drops out of the loop, drops out of the selection.